Hey, Dennis, I really appreciate taking the time to do this interview with me and share your story about starting your career in sales development with some people also looking to do the same. So maybe we'll start this off by you telling us a little bit about your background and what made you want to work in tech sales.
Yeah, absolutely. And so for me, I was coming from a career in physical therapy and so healthcare. I went to school at Western Washington University and studied human physiology and wanted to apply that knowledge into a setting. So I worked in the physical therapy clinic for 3 years. In 2 years, I was able to get promoted. They called me the Renaissance man. I did it all around there. And for me, the career growth of going from I was a physical therapist aide and also like coordinator, care coordinator as well. I'd have to go to school for about 2 to 3 years. And during that time, my heart wasn't there to continue that schooling. And so I wanted to do a career change. And during that career change, I was transitioning into a delivery person. And I also had a great opportunity to interview with Amazon Web Services from my friend who referred me, and that was a good introductory to technology sales, and learn about the industry, learn about specifically Amazon Web Services and their products. And I was able to go through the interview process, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to move forward because of the lack of experience. But yeah, that didn't stop me. Shout out to my partner who was able to find course careers. I would say like I after that rejection, I was definitely unmotivated to uh, I guess continue on, but she found course careers and was like, hey, you should um, look into this. And it was a blessing. Like here I am now, and like the reason why I wanted to join sales was because like coming from PT, I loved working with people. I love educating people,
Mhm.
and I have people in like my best interest. So for me, when I'm working with customers and sales, like I'm always gonna keep them in mind and like seeing what's best for them. And I love building those relationships. So just seeing those transferable skills and seeing like honing in on my why I want to go into sales really got me here. And like shout out to course careers as well, because you definitely like gave empowered me and gave me the confidence to speaking on like the motivation, like gave me that motivation to branch out and reach out to people on LinkedIn, or like day one, like I established my LinkedIn profile and I started reaching out to people like of all different positions, different companies. And fortunately enough, like one of them was Smartsheet. And yeah, I hit up the senior director of Smartsheet, and he said that he'd never seen anyone like reach out to him in that way, and he referred me, and like the rest is history. So
Wow.
yeah, it's day one here in the actual office, and it's my fourth day here, fourth day of training, and it's surreal, like being able to meet everybody, seeing the people who interviewed me, putting a face in person, and it's it's surreal, and I'm loving it.
Wow, that's amazing. And you said you're working as you said a delivery driver, a DoorDash driver, before
Yeah,
this.
yeah, I was an Amazon delivery driver, and so I did that for about 7 months, and then also using course careers as a way to um, educate and also like continue to find my way in the tech industry. Um, and then during the time, like as I was learning, I was also going through interview processes with companies as well, like just trying to like get comfortable with like the interview process and like just trying to put myself out there. But like it turned out like I went pretty far in those opportunities, and yeah, I'm grateful and I'm happy.
Yeah, yeah, you really had an incredible result, and it's amazing to go so quickly from
Absolutely.
yeah, an Amazon driver. And how much were you making as an Amazon driver?
It was like 1950 for like a 10-hour shift. And like I moved quick, so regardless if you get done early, like you can
Yeah.
still get paid, which was nice. But yeah, I'm in target to like double that, you know.
Yeah.
So it's surreal.
Wow. And what made you decide to enroll in course careers? So it sounds like your girlfriend, she found out about course careers and then told you about it. Did you go
Yeah.
through the introduction course, or what did you try to do before deciding that this was the right program for you?
Yeah, a lot of it was, I'm not gonna lie, I was skeptical because
Yeah.
I had to do my real own research, and I love the fact that you offered like an introductory to like really get like, what is this for me? Is this gonna be a good fit? Is this like what I'm looking for?
Mhm.
And after watching that, and then like going over watching the testimonial videos, it's kind of surreal because I was watching those and now I'm doing one. Like it's that's crazy. So
Yeah,
yeah, so just doing my own research, watching the testimonials, and then actually just connecting with people on LinkedIn who actually did the testimonials was like, okay, this seems legit. And I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it. And you have like a fair, like if you don't like it, you could get a refund back. So that's fair. Like I think anyone
yeah,
who's interested about it, I definitely would push for it. And it is life changing. And yeah, I would take that jump if you are in that gray area.
for sure. And do you remember how long ago it was that you're watching those testimonial videos to today? We're actually making one.
Yeah, it's been a journey. I'd say like about a month and a half.
Yeah. So
It's been
literally,
pretty quick. Yeah,
yeah.
it's been quick.
Yeah, so you're able to go through the course careers program, get a job at this amazing large tech company where you're on track to double what you're currently making. And what does your career path look like at Smartsheet now? Where do you see yourself going in the next 3 to 5 years?
Yeah, that's really cool too. Specifically, I'm sure this is for other companies, but that's the reason why I loved Smartsheet was like the career opportunities and growth. Like a lot of people who comes in starts off introductory with SDRs, but hearing like that they could go in different departments, like we've had people go to like HR, marketing, or finance. It's like you could
Mhm.
really pave your own career here at Smartsheet. And for me personally, I could see myself going through the sales. I want to go be master at the full sales cycle. So being able to go to account executive and like really showing my repertoire and like my skills on that side. I could also see myself being a manager as well down the line. Like for me, I come from a team sport background. So I love working with teammates, building those relationships with my teammates, and like having them in the best interest and just putting them in a position to succeed. So um, those are like right now, like I could see myself going, but who knows? Like after me working, it's only my fourth day here, and me potentially working with other people, like that could change. So that's really cool and really exciting. But right now, that's what my where my eyes are on.
Awesome. And how do you think your life is going to change over the next couple years since you started this career, as far as financial wise, and just taking pride in the work you're doing?
Good question. It's gonna change. I feel like it's going to make me happy. Like I'm already happy just being here and the culture already. So I think having that happiness from work is definitely going to bleed through like my life and everything else into my life. And so yeah, I'm it's going to be great. I'm excited for it.
Awesome. And I mean, is there anything that you would have wanted to know when you were watching these testimonial videos that you'd like to share with our students? It could be about deciding to enroll, who's a good fit, the course material, getting a job afterwards, really anything that you think would bring value to the viewers.
Yeah, for me, I'm like thinking about my personal experience, and I say really put yourself out there. Like that was a big thing for me, especially when you enroll. Like polish up that LinkedIn profile. Like, course will definitely put you in a position to like get that prepared, and then start reaching out to people in the industry and um, reach out to people of different positions at different companies, CEOs, directors, managers, SDRs, BDRs, and just let them know like, hey, like I'm trying to break into the industry. I'm trying to like I want to learn what your journey was, what your experience was, and those efforts get noticed. And like for like when I'm meeting people here, like today on my first day, like, hey,
Yeah.
you're Dennis, you're the guy who connected with me on LinkedIn, and so like you already have that bond and connection. So um, yeah, I'd say get that polished up, put yourself out there because you don't know if that opportunity could turn into something great like me, where the rest was history. I hit up a director. He sent me to a recruiter, went through the interview process, and the rest is history. So put yourself out there, be curious, educate yourself, and you'll be great. You're in good hands with course careers, and just keep going.
Awesome. And how confident were you when you were going into these interviews that you would be able to land a position in sales development? If it wasn't with these companies, then with other companies that you interviewed with?
Yeah, I'd say I was very confident because I really knew, like I mentioned before, I really honed into my why, about like why I'm transitioning into sales, and then really figuring out, like, from my past work experience and just my life experience and my background, just making those things transferable, and like how will you be making impact and contribute to your company and your team. And so I really understand that, and like, you're selling yourself. So I was very confident going into these interviews.
That's incredible. And I know it's something that our viewers like to know. If you could share some sort of kind of overview of your compensation package, if you're able to go share that or some high level overview of it.
Yeah, absolutely. So my base pay is 50K, and then we have commissions of it's on target for 75K, but it's uncapped, meaning like you could, the more opportunities that we set up for our team, like we could earn more than that. So it really, if you work hard, you get paid for it, which is really cool. So if you're someone who's like, I work really hard and you get paid for it, you want to get paid for it and compensated for it, technology sales is for you.
For sure. Yeah, it's incredible how even in just your first year as an SDR, if you really crush it, you can actually break six figures. So it's like, what other entry level job that's not engineering
Right?
can you do that? Even engineering, I don't think you break six figures your first year. So
Yeah, it's a growing industry, and definitely, like, don't wait. It's the time to do it.
yeah, for sure. Well, I really appreciate doing this interview with me, Dennis. And I think a ton of students are going to get value from it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thanks.